Alright guys, what do we got here? I'm going to show you the best value car in the $3,000 bracket on Trade Me. This is a Suzuki Aerio 2001, and I tell you what, it's tidy as hell. It's had very little Ks. It's the lowest Ks you'll see on Trade Me at the moment. I think this has only got about 123 to 130,000 Ks on it. Everything else is 150 to 200. Now this is the liftback version. I know that's good news. We looked at lots of them, we looked at cars, but I tell you what, the liftback's just so much more useful. Now, alloy wheels they have, and these tyres are brand new. In fact, they are a couple of weeks old. I think they're, in fact, you can see there, they're so blooming new. Yeah, look at that, that's damn near brand new. I'd say you've got basically 4 brand new tyres there. There are a few little scratches and stuff on it. Oh shit, that's new. Who the hell's a bastard that did that? Okay, a little scratchy there. Main thing there. Now, where are we? Little doink there. Big deal, right? You're right. They've got a couple of racing stripes just here. Now, the idea of that is that on a very windy day, it slipstreams it and makes it go just that little bit faster. It has a tow bar too. In all seriousness, bloody useful. And it has the little doodery what's it on there. Okay, now there was one little unfortunate incident with this car. I'm not going to show you this now. Now, unfortunately, what happened when my wife first got this car, she was backing down a driveway. A fence that got very highly amorous and rubbed itself against the car. It didn't apologise, which I was really quite upset about. Yeah, it didn't, a little bit of a on there, a little tiny bit of scrapies and a couple of nice little racing stripes, which actually look quite good. And that kind of, another couple of racing stripes here with a couple of sort of brown accents, which look really good. Right, so we've got all of that. I mean, the car itself, as you can see, the paint and everything is pretty bloody good, actually. Cleans up lovely. Tidy as hell. Get a load of that. I'll have to turn the car on to show you this. This is an electronic dash. What a bloody racer on a Suzuki, I know. And yeah, as you can see here, look at this. Is that bloody tidy or what? It's a stick shift. You know how to drive a stick shift? You do? Excellent. Okay, not a lot of them are stick shifts, and I tell you what, with a 1.5 power pack like this, you got an automatic, you'd be lucky to pull a sailor off your sister. So having a manual is actually quite useful, really. It's a 5-speed. Okay, so around here, look at all of this, and you've value-added items. First is this thing here. That's got to add quite a significant value on the car. I mean, it's quite special. One other big one, and I need to show you this right now, is it has a VIP member for Burger King, and that's a huge, already you can see that if you buy the car, that one thing there is going to pay you back in spades. There's no doubt about it. A VIP member, you know what that means anyway, don't you? I need to tell you. Yeah, alright, I'll tell you then. If you go in there and you've got a VIP sticker, you can get a standard size fries and a meal, and you get it automatically updated to the big size. I know what you mean. Absolutely. There you go. Right, a 1.5 power pack. This is going to excite you, I know. Certainly I'm getting rather excited already. So much so I can't even find the bloody hood light. Where is it? Yeah, come on. I found it. Look at that. Isn't that a thing of beauty? Look at that, eh? Actually, to be serious, this is tidy as hell, as you can see here. The water, everything else is good and clean and things. And yeah, it's in bloody good nick. It really is. There's just nothing needs to be done. Now, get a load of this electronic dash. It's going to, your mind will be blown. Right, here we go. Put on the clutch. Oh Christ, did I do that? I didn't mean to. Okay, here we go. You ready? Listen to that. That is just a power pack. Raw, lethal. Gonna rip your face off at any moment. Listen to that. Holy, I know what you mean. Right, so here it is. The power pack itself. So this little beast tips over like a bloody Swiss watch. Now I'm going to take you for a drive fairly shortly. Car, be ready to have your mind blown. Here we go. Again, tidy as shit, isn't it? It really is. In all seriousness, it's bloody good. This is not This is not like a $1,500 or the $3,000 pile of shite that you're going to go and take to the dump. It's actually a really tidy little thing. I'm going to get into why we're having to sell it, okay? There is a genuine reason for it. I just need to speak in third person when I do it because it's a bit embarrassing. Okay, first things first. Things that you have in this, the extras you've got. Okay, value-added stuff. Giving away some facial tissues because they're very important. You obviously also need a roll of toilet paper because, you know, in the middle of nowhere somewhere you get caught short, always got to have toilet paper on hand, and a scrubby wipey thing for your windows, which of course you always need. But also, they've got really all sorts of cool little corners and nooks and crannies in these cars, which I find really interesting. So it's kind of velcroed on, so it stays on like that. And look, there's more. We have another one on this side. Again, same deal, lift them up. And of course, more toilet paper. Cannot do without toilet paper, you know that, okay? It's just a normal human necessity. You must have toilet paper. So there's, you know, already you can see the value building up here. I can see your dollars rolling over in your eyes. Right, now this is interesting with this car. This thing here, I'm going to take it off actually. Let me just show you this. This car, and this is the only car we have ever owned that has its own bucket. I shit you not, a bucket. And it's quite a good one too. When we first got this car, we thought the same thing. Why the hell would you want a bucket in a car? But you know what? When we'd gone down to the beach, and my wife wanted to gather some arty-farty shells and all that sort of stuff, I said, I know just the thing. And we went out with a bucket. And there it is. And all of these things here, like really useful pieces of things you can shovel shit in there. It's great. And of course your owner's driver's manual and all that sort of stuff, which my wife decided it shouldn't be in where it should be in the glove box, but it should be there. So I'm not going to argue because that just ends up in tears. Right, and then you've got your everything there. There's all your toolkitty thing, all still wrapped up beautifully, pristine, and your jack. And of course your bloomin' skinny little stupid tyre that they give with all these Japanese cars. And there's a little, I'll take that out because you probably don't need it. I can imagine your mind's blown by now. I know mine is. Now, how much space do we have in this thing? Well, you would be surprised. I get my big adult push bike in there. If you don't believe me, not a bad size in there really. When you look at that. Just going to go and take it for a drive. Come with me. Listen to that, what a beast. Right, let's take you for a little bit of a drive, shall we? Okay. Oh my god! No, not really, actually. 125,000 Ks on it. And I tell you what, these things will do, you know, when we looked at this car originally, we actually looked at another car that had double the mileage like it. You know, we bought it at 100,000 Ks, this one. There was one for 200,000 Ks, and it ticked over like a Swiss watch, like it was still bloody, you know, like it was new. So they do huge mileage, and I've seen some that are well into the 200s as well. They're just bloody good little cars. I also need to tell you the reason for selling, and it's not what you think. I'm going to speak this in third person, so it sounds a little better. Sorry about the shakiness of this. I've got too long a arm on this bloody thing, but don't worry about it. I'm okay with it. Essentially, this is my wife's car. My wife's husband has been a bit of a dick, and he wanted something faster and more exciting than his last car. So he kind of went out there and bought that car, which is good for him. Not so good for my wife now, because now we've got one too many cars, and she's decided, thank God, that she's going to take her husband's old car because it's newer and got less Ks than this one, and it's automatic. She actually prefers an automatic to a manual, she tells me. We're not selling it because it's found out something really horrible was about to go wrong and it's all going to die and the sky's going to fall in. This car is going to circumnavigate the earth for hundreds of thousands of years, and I tell you what, at the Ks it's at now, it's going to do tons of them trouble free. The one thing that we've had go with this car is the fuel pump. Now, interestingly enough, or at least I but it was a bit of a dick, and I diagnosed it as being a dead fuel pump. So I bought a new fuel pump, put it in, and it still didn't go. And then I found out all it was the fuel pump wasn't earthing. So it's got a brand new fuel pump in it now. I feel a bit of a dick, but that's okay. So yes, you have a choice. You can go and spend in the 3,000 bracket, and you can go and get yourself a Toyota or some other thing like that that's legendary reliability for that kind of money, that'll have 200, 300,000 Ks on it. Or you can buy this car, which, although not a lot of people know about them, is bonkers value. I mean, I've never ever had such a tidy, reliable little car as this, in such good nick for that little money. I mean, it's bonkers. Bonkers value, that's all I can say. Bloody, you know you need it. Oh, by the way, this thing here is just a bloody sock I put on. I just did it to take the piss, so don't worry about it. Ready, steady, go, bid! Bid again! There's people around here at the moment think I must be an absolute fucking blonker. I'll tell you. You know that you want to bid, and you. See, it's nice and quiet and smooth and boring. And the one really cool thing about the speedo, electronic speedo, is that it tells you how fast you're going forwards, and also that you've stalled, and how fast you go backwards. Oops. How useful is that? Forwards, backwards. So we did exactly 5 kilometers an hour backwards. Legendary stuff, I know. Bloody